2019, we bring you a series that will be rolled out over 45 broadcasts. This will be an extra broadcast to our usual 17:45 Pacific Time transmissions. These will come to you at 5:45 Pacific Time. Please see our community tab for daily posts and comms, as well as our official Twitter account, which is at the Collective Q. Let's start. The Bloodlines of the Elite and the History of the Illuminati Part 1. The following is an understandable, detailed, and summarized timeline of events and people which have been proven scientifically, archaeologically, genetically and historically. It is time you all wake up and see the world for what it truly is. Please know this was not written in order to attack any personal beliefs, but rather to let you know what is really going on. You have been lied to. We, the anonymous charity, are no writers, merely researchers. You must open your mind and free yourself from the brainwashing control they have put you under, if you are to continue this. You must realize that what you know is simply not true, and these broadcasts and the evidence brought forth here will challenge and discredit most, if not everything that you believe. It will hurt your feelings. You will want to be defensive and not try to listen to the content. It will make you angry. You will start to understand and your eyes will begin to open. It will make you act. You will know the truth and you will understand that freedom is only obtained when we speak the truth. Your life is about to change. Welcome to the Collective HQ. Let's begin with the very structure of the group of people we will discuss. The structure beings with DNA. The blood. What brings them all and in the darkness binds them? Why do they fund and support human trafficking on a global scale? Why do the elites give up everything for the drug of choice, adrenochrome? Even the good book says that. The life is in the blood. It has been proven that a specific blood antigen runs through the inbred 13 families, led by the Rothschilds and Rockefellers, who rule our world. There are 8 main families with the rest barely known to the public. Their blood type is Rh negative. It is metal-based, mainly copper. They have infected almost all of us with the Rh protein. There are many different forms of this. We will only look at the one strand that runs in this bloodline. While almost everyone has Rh protein in their DNA, the mutation in the negative blood type creates a cannibalistic gene which literally eats the DNA of the offspring created with any other type of blood. Note that every living creature known to man can breed with any one of their species. Hemolytic disease, which it is called, is the allergic reaction that occurs when an Rh negative mother is carrying a Rh positive child. Her negative antigens produces antibodies to destroy the positive antigen. The same way it would a virus, thereby destroying the offspring. This same problem occurs in mules, hybrid of a horse and donkey, which is why no mules or other hybrids we have produced ever procreate. Nowhere in true nature does this occur. This fact alone points to the crossbreeding between 2 similar but genetically different species. Hemolytic disease would not occur in humans if we were all of the same species. This could be dubbed vampire-like, could it not? Don't be turned off by terms. Understand the meanings of them. The world is not what you have been told. This blood is high in metals and other foreign structures that simply do not exist naturally in pure human DNA. Interesting to note an old saying, iron and blood do not mix. Or iron and blood, as Otto von Bismarck stated in 1862. Now we see all sorts of metals planted in our air called chemtrails that are known to alter DNA, killing off those with certain strands of the Rh. Yes, it is targeted. Planned. Conspiracy. Not only this fascinating mutation but also the DNA ladder that we traditionally see in pictures is doubled and fit together in a way that creates what are called rhesus boxes. Rhesus being the name of Rh. Another intriguing detail, the chemical structure of the DNA is the shape of a 6-pointed star, a hexagram. This makes the cells much larger and more bulky, also making it difficult for them to move as normal cell structures do, further causing issues with this breed. The other formation it takes is a 5-pointed pentagram style. This is a very, very, very simplified breakdown just so you understand the key parts of the blood and the interesting coincidences. As we go along you will see the importance of it. There is so much more tied to this blood type. If you want to read a bit more on this, please go to the last section of part 1, titled Blood, and you can read more of the details or find the genetic research documentation as we did. To give just a few more seconds to this topic before we move on. It is imperative for the women with this blood type to be perfectly matched with men of a compatible blood type in order to have maximum chances of having offspring that will survive through birth, and even further selections must be made in order to have a functioning, lasting product after birth, as most will be handicapped in some severe way. Due to this, the purity of the blood is paramount. It must be pure. Even with precautions, the risk is high for death at, during, before and shortly after birth, typically until the 8th or 9th year. Now, what does this have to do with the topic at hand? Everything, as a matter of fact. Have you never noticed that the 13 families that rule the world today have always inbred? Do you wonder why they own all major hospitals, churches, schools, mental health centers, cemeteries and laboratories? Not to mention a multitude of secret places we will never know about, like the exposed Dull Space and Area 51. Oh yes, and all mainstream media and some alternative sellouts. We traced this blood type back to a few women from the Ashkenazi Khazar lineage. This line comes from the Germanic, Slavic and Roman areas. The ancient tribe of women who resided in this area were called Kedarites. Kedarite. You will notice as we go on, when different spellings are found I will put them in parentheses for you to see. The Kedar were strong, warrior women who are notably documented around 10th century BC, year 1000 BC. We are going to be using BC and AD for this document, as there is no difference between BC and BC etc. The tribe is named after Kedar, daughter of Ishmael. Kedar means darkness, a reference to their belief in the occult. Kedar's father, Ishmael, and his mother were banished from his father's land because his mother had different blood. She carried